WolfGxngDon, never lagging. 2K bills to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this WolfGxngDon, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Down back here with another build video, man. And today I actually got two different builds for y'all, man. I have a Zion Williamson build first. I'm gonna show you my version of it. Then I'm gonna actually show you the replica, because I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. The replica is terrible, bro. It's a horrible build, but I'm still gonna show y'all because, I mean, people wanna see it. But this is my build first. 6'6", 251, 610 pound solid body type. You know you gotta be big body like Zion. Y'all know he weigh a lot, bro. Now, all right, with the driving dunk, which is what we're gonna start off with, because it is one of the higher stats, we're gonna take that up to a 93. The driving layup, we're gonna take that up to an 87, because we want to make sure we get fearless finisher on goal, bro. One thing about these small builds is if you want to be able to combat against the bigger builds, you're going to have to be able to dunk. We're gonna leave close shot right where it is, man. I want to make this build more like a driving build than anything else, but you still will be able to get busy down in the paint with this 80 standing dunk, man. Now for post control, we're doing this purely for badges. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We need more badges, and we got 24. 24 typically gets you a lot of those badges in tier 3. Some of the badges that we're gonna consider running on this build so far. These are some things to think about. Giant Slayer, this build is 6'6" at the power forward, bro. In all honesty, you'll probably be shorter than the person guarding you. Giant Slayer will do you a lot of good. We went to 87 just so we can get gold on fearless finisher. That badge is also something that would do you good. Bully, we will have this badge on. I am going to put this strength up to make sure we can get bully on a decent level. Limitless takeoff is obviously something that's dope, and posterizer is very important. For a Zion Williamson type build, you have to be able to dunk on people, or it ain't Zion, bro, for real. Now, all right, to get into some of these other stats, I made this build able to shoot just slightly. Like, it's not necessarily gonna be a knockdown, but people can't just leave you open every play either. We can go with a 70 in both the mid-range and the three-point shot. You see something dope about this build, catch and shoot is in tier 2. So I mean, that's something that makes this build kind of special. Now for free throw, as usual, man, we're gonna go with around a 70. We're gonna end it at a 74. You do not want to be leaving points at the line, bro. Like, truthfully, you're gonna want that to be up just a little bit. Now for the pass accuracy, because the build can't do, you know, everything, you know what I'm saying? We did want to make sure that the build could just pass, bro. Just be able to pass, because driving to the lane a lot is good, but at the same time, you do need to be able to get, like, let's say you go and it's congested down there. You're gonna need some pass accuracy to get that ball out, bro. Now, the ball handle, we can go to 72, which is just fine for the people that are likely to be guarding you at this position. And then the speed with ball, we're gonna take that up to a 77, which is plenty fast for a build this height, this position. Like, you will be able to get past a lot of the people that will be guarding you. Now, for the defense, bro, we're going crazy with the defense. For the perimeter D, we want to take this all the way up to an 86. And then with the interior D, we're not going too high, just high enough to actually be able to play against a lot of those bigs, a lot of those other power forwards that you're going to have to guard down there. And we're going to max that out at an 85. Now for the steal, last but not least, we're going to take this up to an 85 as well. With a steal this high, you should easily, and when I say easily, I mean easily, be able to take the ball from a lot of the bigs that you're going to be playing against. Now for the block, we're going to take this up to a 73, and you can already tell that this build is going to be something special defensively. And last but not least, we're going to take the defensive rebound up to an 80. You are still a power forward. You might need to help the other big, at least get a body on somebody, help them out. And I made this build so you can do that. Now for the speed, we're going to take this up to an 80. Acceleration, we're going to take this to a 71, just a down a notch. Now for the strength, like I said, we're trying to get bully on gold, so we're gonna take that up to an 89. Now for the vertical, you gotta go high with the vert, because we need a lot of, you know, dunk packages. So going to 85 pretty much make you safe to get almost whatever you want, bro. I mean, you can't get small, but other than that, everything else is cool. Now last but not least, we're gonna just bump up the offensive rebound just a little bit. to get to that 99. We went up 1 point, and the final badge count on this build is 24, 12, 17, and 23. It's just like pretty much a two-way slasher at the power forward position. It's just a little undersized, but so is Zion. I think you'll be able to get it done with this build. Now, for the takeovers, we got slash and take, playmaking take, lock take, and rim protecting take. I would honestly go with 2 finishing moves, man. Double down on your best ability to make the player even better, man. We can go ahead and finish up the build so I can show y'all what it comes out as, man. So first and foremost, we have shades of Josh Smith, Julius Randle, and Draymond Green. Not bad comparisons. I honestly don't see anything in common with any of these guys. Josh Smith was able to shoot a decent amount. Julius Randle, he can shoot as well, but you know, he's very limited as a big. Pretty much he couldn't go left. That was his downfall. And Draymond, you know, we all know who Draymond is. But now, since I finished this first build, I want to show y'all the actual replica build because it is just terrible comparatively, bro. And look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it before it even starts, bro. This is not my build. I do not think this is a good build. This is just a replica for those people that want to get the replica build for Zion. You want to start out with a 6'6" build with a 265 pounds, and then you want to go with 6'10" for the wingspan. The body shape is completely up to you, but I'm gonna let you know right now, these stats are bad, bro. Not necessarily on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. Let me know down in the comment section if you think you would be able to do something with this build. Now, all right, start out with the close shot. We're gonna got an 87. With the driving layup, we're gonna go with a 94. With the driving dunk, we're gonna go with the 93. So on the bright side, you do get gold posterizer. With the standing dunk, we're gonna take that all the way up to a 90. And then last but not least, as far as finishing goes, we're gonna take that post control up to an 86. Now, one thing that I did kind of take from this build in order to make my Zion build, I kind of made the shooting similar. So with the mid-range, we're going with a 70. With the three-point, we're going with a 70. And with the free throw, we're going with a 70. Now the playmaking, this is where the build is really, really bad outside of defense as well. So with the pass accuracy, that's a 61. The speed with ball is going to be super low, man. It's at a 70. The ball handle is at a 75. So, I mean, you can kind of do a little something, but you ain't going to be passing out of those drives that you go on. So, I mean, that's going to kind of suck a little bit. Now, for the interior defense, we got that at a 55. The perimeter, we got that at a 51. Still, we're going with a 38. Block, we got a 52. Defensive rebound, bro. Or actually, I should probably start with offensive. Offensive rebound, bro. We got a 63 with the offensive rebound. That's just terrible. I mean, because it's not going to get made up with the defensive rebound, which is only a 75. Now, time for the physicals, which honestly aren't that bad as far as physicals go. We got an 81 for speed. Acceleration, we're going to take that up to a 79. And then for the strength, we're going to take it up super high. But it's not even as good as the build that I made because the strength only goes up to an 88. Vertical, take it up to a 93. And then the last thing you're going to do on this build before you actually get to the replica part is just put the rest on stamina. And your stamina will end up being about an 89 if you do everything right. I had to make a few adjustments when I was actually making the build myself. So, you know what I'm saying? But after you finish up the build, you'll end up with 29 finishing badges, 12 shooting badges, 12 playmaking badges, and 7 defensive badges. It's just terrible, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a bad build. But I think the redeeming part that people care about the most is this actual part that comes up when the shades up happens. So we can go ahead and jump to that. So now that we've completed the build, we're gonna look into these takeovers real fast. We really don't care about this. I'm not making this build for real. We're gonna talk about these shades up, which I honestly feel like are pretty solid. We got Julius Randle, John Collins, Tobias Harris. But the dope part is when that screen flash and you get this replica build. It comes out as a Zion Williamson build. A replica of ZANOS, bro. I'm not sure who named him that, but that's fire. That's fire for real. I've never heard him called that before in my life, and I lived in New Orleans for a little while when he got drafted, bro. But all right, which build do y'all think is better? I gotta ask. Which build do y'all think is better? I use similar physicals, and I kind of tried to go with the Zion type feel, but I went with way better badges, man. All right, we're gonna get into the badges on the build that I made because I feel like it's so much better, man. So starting off with the finishing badges on this build, this is exactly what I would run personally. I would do bully on gold, limitless takeoff on gold, posterizer, you're gonna have to core that. Just trust me, posterizer is probably the best badge to core since we don't really have any Hall of Fame badges in this tier 3 level. Then we're gonna go with a gold fearless finisher, gold giant slayer, and last but not least, a drop stepper. It'll definitely help you when you do get those mismatches down in the paint. Like let's say, for example, you a little too fast for the power forward or the center to guard. They might put another, like a little guy on you, a guy around your size, a guy who can actually stay in front of you. Just bully him, bro. With drop stepper and bully, you shouldn't have any issue getting finishing badges, getting points in the paint, nothing, bro. This build is decent as far as that goes. Now for shooting, we really don't have a lot on this build, but we will need catch and shoot. Corner specialist just give you a little boost when you're shooting the corner shots. Mini magician to add a little variety to your game. You could become a little bit more of a shot creator with that badge. And then slippery off ball is going to be very important. I suggest setting screens with this build so you can get into that pick and roll oop situation. Now for playmaking, we actually get a decent amount of playmaking. First and foremost, you're gonna want to core clamp breaker. I think that would be super important for this actual build. Bailout for when sometimes you go into the paint, you get a bad animation. That'll save you right there. That'll save you. And then we got hyperdrive, quick first step, unpluckable. These lockdowns are crazy, bro. Make sure you can actually hold on to the ball once you got it. Vice grips and then post playmaker, just so you can get the best use out of your overall badges. Now for defense and rebounding, I can't stress this enough. With a build this small, with a build this short, you will need box out beast on, bro. You're going to need it. Just go ahead and get it in your mind that you're gonna need it. Brick wall on gold, that'll help you get even more open off the screens. When you're catching it, we can go a bronze rebound chaser. Workhorse would be very important on this build. Anchors, so you can get those blocks, bro. You don't want to miss out on those. Then we got a silver clamps, glove, and interceptor, all defensive badges to help you out on the perimeter, so you can actually help out when it comes to like switches or when it comes to people rolling to the goal. And if you don't want any of these badges, I'll highly suggest funneling some into off-ball pest. It'll save you a lot more times than it won't of getting blown by when your man's just running to the rim. Trust me on that badge, I swear by it. I had to core it on one of my builds because it's goated. But alright, man, that's pretty much it for me. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the